Hello, everybody. I'm just sharing this to where I need to be. Just sharing away. According to my PC, we still have the countdown. Hello, everybody. So that's the first time I've done a countdown, which was pretty cool. My husband helped me set that up actually, and so I was just making sure that we're shared in the places that we need to be shared in, and I think we are. So hello everybody, and welcome to my live today. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about me today, and about my experiences, in hope that some of you will be kind enough to share your experiences, and we can make a difference in the world. So if you're new on my page, welcome. My name's Leah. I am a leader in network marketing, and I also do a lot of confidence coaching and helping other people. And there's many reasons that I do that. One of the biggest reasons that I feel needs speaking about at the moment is bullying, and obviously anti-bullying, very much so anti-bullying. And that is because I experienced a lot of bullying, not just as a child, but as an adult as well. Just looking here, hi everybody, nice to see you. Please grant StreamYard access. It will come up in the comments, because otherwise I won't be able to see your comments. It will just say user, so please let me know that you're there. Say hello. Otherwise you'll just say user and I won't be able to reach out and connect with you. So yes, I experienced bullying from a very young age, probably as young as I can remember actually. And in my network marketing career, I've had to face up to that quite a lot, and it has really changed me and developed me and helped me get over the bullying that I received, and to overcome it. Okay, and sometimes success, which we speak about so much, is not just about how much money you make or your status. Sometimes success is definitely about overcoming hurdles and your personal growth and personal development. So one of the big points in my career in network marketing that springs to mind, and I hope if this lady's watching, she will know exactly what I'm talking about. In the olden days, when we used to go out to prospect and speak to people about joining our businesses, I took a team member out with me for some training. And we were going around and we were doing surveys and going into different shops and speaking to different people. And I was super confident in doing this. I've been doing it quite a while. It was the norm to me. And we went into a particular shop, and in that shop, the staff were all either people who had bullied me, or were people that had been in the circle of friends that had bullied me. And to say that I felt vulnerable is an understatement. I can't explain to you quite how it felt, but I had my teamie with me, and I was determined to not let my own personal feelings stop the training. So I gave them the surveys, and I stood and I handed them a free sample, and I waited while they filled out their surveys, and I took their surveys with a smile on my face, and I said thank you. And when we left that particular shop, I gave all of those surveys and their contact details and their database to my team member. And I said, you know, if any of them want to join the business, you can have every single one of them. And I then told her that, you know, that situation was very hard for me, that those people in particular were people that affected me a lot when I was younger. And, you know, she had no idea until I stepped outside that shop, and I told her that she had absolutely no idea. So sometimes this business really does help us to overcome things that we never thought we would. I never thought that I would stand in front of those people again and either not be afraid and feel like a child again, or either stand up for myself and say what I wanted to say. Actually, I was very professional, and I'd like to think I dealt with it quite well, but how I felt inside was very, very different. So what I do now has helped me along the way. And when I say I've experienced bullying, I experienced bullying from probably a primary school age child, age 7 up, and secondary school extremely in secondary school, and that wasn't just bullying, it's physical as well. Having had a bottle thrown at me, you know, all different kinds of bullying. On to college, and I actually left my college early because of bullying at college, which continued online when I got home. So I've got quite, you know, I've had quite a past when it comes to bullying, and it affects you as you grow up. It affects you when you have children, because you don't want your children to go through the same thing that you've gone through. And it's something that so many of us have overcome, that if we spoke about it more often, we could probably help more people. I had a little look at different statistics, and I've just wrote a couple of statistics down here, but 40% of all young people have admitted to being bullied in the UK. That statistic alone is wrong. The way it's worded, admitted to being bullied, is awful, because there's nothing to be ashamed of. You shouldn't have to admit that. You know, it's something that has happened. You haven't done anything wrong. So even the way that that stat is worded, it sits very uncomfortably with me. And what that says is that we don't talk about it enough in the UK. Another statistic here that really bothers me, having a child with special needs, 1 in 4 young people with special educational needs are bullied, usually more vulnerable to violence as well. And the last one, which at the moment, you know, is something that we really need to address, is that 1/5 of bullying worldwide takes place online. So when we talk about online, that could be on pages like this, where we, you know, everybody gets trolls. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before, you know, you get nasty comments. You get nasty comments on YouTube, on Xbox, on PlayStation. You get it on all different kinds of levels. And as parents, I know that we're always on top of that with our children. We don't want it to happen. And actually, as adults, we're also conscious of it, especially ladies in network marketing. So recently, my team in my network marketing business have been doing something called a 90-day blitz, and it's been super successful. So do let me know if you want any info on that. But one of the challenges in our 90-day blitz is go live 7 out of 7. So that's do a live video 7 days out of 7, so continuously. And what that does is that improves your algorithm on social media. It gets people talking to you, and it's really good for business. And of course, you lovely people like to see us and interact as well. The feedback that I had from so many people in my team was that they were scared to go live on Facebook. Not necessarily in their closed groups. So, you know, those of you in network marketing, if you've got a closed sales group, which most of us do, they weren't so concerned about going live in their closed sales group, because they had the comfort to know that they know who's in there and that that's not shareable. But with regards to pages like this one that you're watching me on today, or sharing these videos into profiles, into groups, and putting them out there in the public, they were terrified. And I know why people are terrified. And it's not because they don't want to see their face on camera, because they're quite happy to do that in their groups. It is purely because they are worried about the response and the reception that they will get from viewers. And that is cyberbullying. Trolls are bullies. You know, some people sit here and they do it for fun, and I can't ever get my head around that, but that is bullying. People that are afraid to come and do what I'm doing now and to talk to you is because they're afraid of what you are going to say to them. They are afraid of being bullied. And it carries everywhere, doesn't it? It doesn't just affect children, it affects us as adults as well. And those of you, I can see we've got a few people watching. If you're watching, please do leave a comment. Let's be honest, does it affect you? And actually, if you have children, you know, is it something that you worry about for your children? You will see me quite often, crazy hair, like my red hair. I love when I have red hair. I feel at my best when I have my red hair. Bright clothes, pattern clothes. That is my personality now. But I would say that my style and where my style actually came from was from when I was being bullied as a teenager. I kind of adopted this attitude that they're going to laugh at me anyway. They're going to stare at me anyway. So let's give them something to look at. And I remember at college, I had a small group of friends. So I was bullied, but I did have a small group of friends. And we went out for the day, and I picked this bright pink fluffy jacket, probably the brightest pink you would ever see. And I wanted to go out in that, and I purely wanted to go out in that because I knew that people were going to laugh at me, people were going to be nasty to me, so let's make a joke out of it. And I made myself a bit of a clown, and that's actually where a lot of my style now comes from, is the louder the better. Even though I am now a more confident person and happy in myself, some of that still reflects in the clothes that I wear and the way that I carry myself, because once this has happened to you, it affects you for a very, very long time. So if you are following my page, you will see that this is a subject that I have covered quite a few times, not in a live video though. So this is actually the first time that I have come live and given people a glimpse into things that have happened personally to me. And there will be a chance very soon, if you keep your eyes peeled, for you to see a little bit more of that with something exciting that is coming. But what I'm looking for is I'm looking for people who have been through bullying. I'm looking for people that have come out of the other side. I'm looking for people that are finally comfortable to say, yeah, I was bullied, and this is who I am now, so that we can raise awareness for cyberbullying, for bullying in general, and to raise the confidence of people that are perhaps going through that right now, so we can help them. You know, there's no point us suffering. Like, I think to myself, I suffered so much. At a very young age, I had a counsellor, and I remember opening up to that counsellor more than I had to anybody else. And my mum was shocked, like absolutely shocked and devastated that I felt the way I did. Because when you're feeling like that and when you're suffering, you don't always open up and tell people. So we have this platform of social media that is often used for bullying, which is wrong, that we can come on and we can tell people our experiences of what we've been through, and in hopes that that reaches somebody that is suffering in silence, or that needs to hear that somebody has come through the other side and this is who they are. Whew. So that is what my aim is. And I know I've had a couple of lovely ladies message me to say that they're interested in having the conversation and coming onto the page as a guest speaker, and giving us a little insight into their story. And they're interested, they're kind of sitting on the fence at the moment. So it would be really nice to hear from a couple more people. And that's why I've come on here today as well, you know, to share a bit about me, because I wouldn't ask anybody to do something that I wouldn't do. So yeah, that's a little about me. I would really, really appreciate it if we could get this video shared far and wide. I'm not even going to sit here and pretend that you guys sharing my video far and wide doesn't terrify me. Of course it does. And fear is sometimes a good thing as well. Sometimes when you've been through these experiences, using your nervous butterflies and your fear is good, because you know that you're making a difference. You know that you're making a change and you're doing something outside of your comfort zone. And the person that I was 15 years ago would not have ever done anything like that at all. So I know that my fear is a good fear. So please do feel free to share me. Maybe you have some friends on your profile. Maybe they need to hear this. Maybe you have children who have gone through bullying that need to hear it. As a parent, you know, if you've had to deal with anything similar, feel free to step up and talk about your experiences, because it makes a difference. Another parent could hear that, and it could help them help their child, or help them, you know, if they're being bullied, because it happens in workplaces. We know it happens everywhere, doesn't it? It happens everywhere. I've got a couple of comments. Hi, hello, thank you very much. And I have some comments on here that we can't see from just user. So please remember to grant StreamYard access to your details so they can tell me who you are. So I think that's all from me today, really. I just want to come on and inspire you to know that this is a safe place. You know, any nasty comments would not be tolerated on this page and would be removed. And let's make a difference in the world. Let's change things. Everybody is spending their time online at the moment. Everybody is working online. Children are working from home. They're online, and online bullying is through the roof. Trolls are through the roof, and it's about time that some of us got together and we let them know that we're not standing for it. So thank you all for coming on. Remember to leave me a hashtag replay if you watch later. Remember to share me everywhere, to get the message across, to get some guest speakers in, so that we really can help other people. Have a lovely evening, a great weekend, and I'm sure that I will be live with you guys probably on Wednesday. Bye everybody.